From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is a tropical weather update.
Fred Gossage here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center on this Thursday, August 28th, with your daily regularly scheduled tropical weather update. And we don't have a whole lot going on in the Atlantic, but the National Hurricane Center is highlighting a 20% chance of development out in the eastern Atlantic in the next 7 days from a tropical wave that will roll off the coast of Africa roughly around Sunday or so. We'll talk about that here in just a moment. But I will say early on now, based on all the cold fronts and the troughs of low pressure that we have in the eastern United States this week, and that will continue next week and possibly beyond that, anything that's developing this far east in the Atlantic and this far north in latitude, likely to recurve out in the open waters of the Atlantic. So not too concerned at all about an eventual U.S. threat with this one, but we will certainly watch everything carefully. I'll move on to satellite here for a tour of the Atlantic Basin, starting with that tropical wave in the Caribbean that we've been watching through the week. We haven't been expecting it to develop because it ran into wind shear and lost all of its organization. Now it's moving into Central America and the Yucatan, just a flare up of some showers and thunderstorms, but not expecting any development from that. We have another tropical wave here that looks a little more organized out in the open Atlantic. It's pretty low in latitude here, and notice it's moving a little southwest, in addition to moving into stronger wind shear as it approaches the Caribbean the next few days. It's also going to be getting really close to land with northern parts of South America, so we're not expecting development with that. But I will say, if this was positioned a little farther north to where it could stay away from land, it may have a better chance, but I'm not expecting that to have any development with it, despite what it looks like right now. It actually looks a little organized. Otherwise, a few tropical waves here rolling off the coast of Africa. It's the one farther back here that will roll off the west coast of Africa by Sunday that will have the potential for slow development as it moves out in the central Atlantic. And slow because there's still some dust and dry air out here. But like I was talking about, because of where the trough ridge position is over the Atlantic just seasonally so far this year, and also all these cold fronts running down through the eastern United States, anything that's going to track from the eastern Atlantic out here likely to recurve out in the open water. So I'm not concerned about an eventual U.S. threat with that, but we'll certainly watch it if it does happen to develop in the extended range, like next week or something like that. We're watching for the next storm to be called Gabrielle, and then Umberto, Imelda, and Jerry on the list going forward. Keep in mind, we're not even to the peak of the Atlantic hurricane season yet. That's coming up soon here on September 10th based on climatology. And then we usually stay active through the rest of September until about mid-October before there's a sharp decline in activity before the Atlantic hurricane season officially ends at the end of November. Kelly Rosson will be back tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. with another tropical weather update.